Hey guys, welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Anyway, let's get started. Oh man, I'm the last one here again? Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. That you're all willing to help the festival too. Can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Why'd you complain about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. It's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at her desk in the corner, looking down at nothing, spacing out. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since you've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. SGT fan, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but it seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's... But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, SGT fan. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, she's never really like this. I always talk to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, it was really dismissive. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just asked if you know anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she was just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Huh. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing in our mind is you. She would just outright say... She would just outright speak to me, though, wouldn't she? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Maybe because she's actually controlling the game. Ooh! How on earth did you come to that conclusion? Hold on. Is that our response? I have to wait. I have to wait for it. Alright. I probably should say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? It's been a much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that? She's always been full of sunshine? It's not any different than it always has been. You're so funny, SGT fan. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as cheerful? Because it's not that she's around when she's around you. Oh, I said too much. I'm sorry. Alright. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her. So try not to talk about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it. But already know, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up to her desk, from her desk, and across the room, her Sayori is standing. She was probably mega fast boy doing that. For what it sounds like she just teleported there. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's been keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? Rather than actually letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like it feels like I'm the one behaving. How? How does it feel like you are the one behaving out of the ordinary? You act normal. It's like main character, you act normal through this whole adventure. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Okay. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she is talking about with Sayori. But, that for a fact. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, SGT fan. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet lately. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, SGT fan. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you could try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? I don't want to get closer to anyone else. Wait, of course I do. It doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have sometimes to put up with you. But I have a wavelength or something. This is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. SGT fan, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steadily all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori! I glance around the room and make sure nobody's noticed this. Sayori! I probably said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. She gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, SGT fan. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. It smells from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well today, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the club room humming to herself. Oh man. The buff Natsuki meme is still cursed. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying to heal well, of course, at least I'm trying. Are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me anyway? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah! His elbow connects. She nearly elbowed you in the knee. There's just some things you should avoid saying to Natsuki. Oh? Maybe I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? I don't know. That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. It's like, well, if you find ISIS bomb pranks on YouTube funny, then you'll probably find what Natsuki just did funny. I'm pretty sure of it. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sight that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be your beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the... Oh, dang it. I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Except that they should probably be shut down due to COVID. Which they probably are. I don't know. Also, Susan, my video was never monetized anyway. So, joke's on you. So, you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. I wanted to pick up a topic and have both of us go write about it or whatever. Monica wanted you to do that. You could really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me and hang up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. That took longer than it needed to. But only 2 characters left, and not even an hour. Not even an hour. Oh, man. Well done, SGT fan. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, Definitely. I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying their writing and seeing what others think. While you and Natsuki have a kind of small rivalry. You kind of notice that over the course of this game. I guess. I can't really disagree. I was afraid the whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way to spend some personal time with the girls of the club. And it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself? I haven't learned much besides I like anime and video games in this game. That is literally one of the main character's characteristics. He mentions that. Well, you know how much I say about writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that's most important. What's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated in your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me, Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri... What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth classically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. Though one can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will the sudden sand keep you crashing into the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to erode the shore. Drift forward and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but my best is to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. It's just she did. Yeah, she also blatantly wrote about the beach. It wasn't as obvious. It was more obvious. That was the only difference. She didn't say anything weird, did she? You just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose they better compare the differences in our writing styles or writing processes. Or it was just a coincidence. I'm just saying. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing that there's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just would with a request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. And then Monica. Monica. Aw, man. Hiya, Steve, man. I have thought about what you want to submit for the festival. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whoever do, I'm sure he'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. So. No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, I've been spending a lot of time together. You've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I hadn't been seeing as much of her since this last year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off lately. Yeah? Did she tell you something? Ah, well, as she feared, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Is this foreshadowing? I think this is foreshadowing. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. But what could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share your poem with you right now, right? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever taught. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wild. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when else is failed, we all know others who have turned away. The legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I took her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything that I am thinking. What I am thinking. This is what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer of all which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Huh. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers, all sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get all philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we really wouldn't have anything to write about, would we? True. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. You think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? That. Yeah, anyway. Here's Monica's writing today. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're too afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response. Well, it's just something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's a much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ha! Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it me or did you just say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. A catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri is immune to it. Standing air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought you just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. I actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the time not to go home to, you pick the time she's not feeling well? She's so much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Ah, no! So you two... First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the fest preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be baking cupcakes. But we need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. But I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you could make some banners and decorations that help set the atmosphere. About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression slightly changes. She stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, SUG fan. Oh. Okay. He's back. That just leaves you, SGT fan, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. I'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. That's... Alright. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose it wouldn't mind a bit of help. Hey, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice that you shouldn't be sitting on her butt anyways. But anyway, Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. SGT fan may not have the chance to be around if you only make them out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for SG2 Fan 2. What are you saying? We'll be... Hold on, guys. Wait for a bit. It'll take a second. Let me take a second here. Alright, I'm trying to... Alright. I should probably continue. Alright. It will be an extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's just up to SGT Fan to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he really hasn't gotten the chance of spending time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying. Jeez. We can always settle this anyway. Yeah, SGT Fan, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Alright, I have to go to settings on my main account. I said. Okay. Well, will probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, SGT Fan? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of thinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle the baking Will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Then what was the point in getting jealous? What was the point in getting jealous? Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that's what we should about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, SGT Fan? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why SGT Fan picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And there's nothing that I do for the event will to. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I really know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. But she already has trouble with words trying to cheer someone else who's far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm going to say this. You better bet that the cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, how convenient. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number. Oh, I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it wouldn't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like I think it would matter much either way, so I'll need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, I don't actually think that, do you? You think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other particular reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks yourself an extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. What the point? I don't. I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all here is to. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She does. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. I am too. After that exchange, I make my way to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? We'll be at church by then! My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when you're outside the school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. This is the chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too late for that? Only time will tell. And I seriously can't wait. Alright. I'm gonna end the video off here. Like and subscribe. I'm out.